So guys, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I banked over 15R trading the NASDAQ. Couple disclaimers here. We're on the 4-hour. I talk a lot about the daily and weekly charts, but this is a 4-hour system. I'm transitioning away and I'll explain why throughout the video. And this is QQQ UST, so a crypto perpetual futures contract. I'm currently moving away from crypto perps. The liquidity isn't very good and so on. And things have changed like my personal life, so I need to. But hopefully this can break down how to just ride a trend, drown out news, and a good system idea for you to follow. So as you can see, we've got the chart here. We've got a 4-hour close above a weekly pivot, 1R, entry, stop loss. We've got a bullish daily structure. And yeah, I went long. So as you can see, we went long here. Rode out the trend. Just a quick reminder, we've got a 12 and a 21 EMA. So we'll just use that as our exit. So we got out in this zone here. Nice 6-hour trade. This system didn't work very well at the start of the year. I'm sure a lot of people trading stocks and trend trading in particular would have experienced that. So as you can see, we go there. Now, you're probably thinking, why didn't you enter there? Were you scared? Were you not? I was actually flying, so there was no way I could have entered, and I have a rule: if I miss this one and I actually wait for another candle, I will not enter. So that's a rule I've got, so I'm very happy I actually stuck to my own rules, because it's so hard to do, especially if you've got a nice candle and we're not retracing, because sometimes you have that, okay cool, I will wait one, that's a rule I've got, and I've tested that and so on. But sometimes it's there, it's like, okay cool, I won't enter. But you're trying to eliminate that discretion as much as possible. So as you can see there, stuck to my rules, which I'm very happy about, and then re-entered here. That would have been 0.5R better. Same rules apply. We go to the daily, we're bullish. We go long, follow that up, just stay in there, but we stay long, so we follow a cross. Crosses can be quite slow, but it's a simple way of just entering and exiting. So if you're looking to simplify things, a fast trending moving average cross can be really good. So as you can see, we go down. And look, there we have an entry for a slightly different system. So it's a weekly pivot reclaim. And we want a bullish 4-hour structure. I won't wait until these cross. If the price is above, I'll just enter, because I found out you can get much better risk to reward in early entries. As you can see here, entry slightly below. That does happen in trading. So we've got a nice entry here. Now, you're probably wondering, why is that there? And why did you not enter there? Because if we carry on, I compounded. Again, out and about, busy, missing a setup. Keeps happening in my trading. So yeah, it does happen sometimes. So you've got to be aware of these things, note it down, spotting these patterns. It's like, oh, if I'm missing setups, my data is not going to be as good and as clean. So as you can see, missed a setup there. My stop loss would have been there anyway, so I actually would have got a better trade. So take your setups, Harry. But as you can see, compounded there. Crypto chart, so it was on a Saturday, so I was actually slightly late, so got actually a really bad entry. Stop loss in the same position. If the 33-day EMA is bullish and the 200-day EMA is bullish, I compound. If it's not, so let's say if they're bearish, I would have just stuck with that one trade there. I found that to work well, especially if you've got an asset that's trending. You do want to be a bit more aggressive. You want to actually put the foot on the gas a bit more and actually go for it a bit more. And that's a measured way of doing it, like a high time frame EMA or a high time frame structure, whatever it may be. That can give you a good guide of, okay, cool, I'll do 2% instead of 1% based on these reasons. It's very black and white, which is what I like to do. And as you can see, same again, exit on the EMA cross. And boom, got out in this zone here, and then we avoided all of that. So yeah, hopefully this gives you some ideas. This system didn't translate that well on TradFi. So if you're going to look to just blindly apply this system, don't do that. This isn't a video, or financial advice, or this isn't a video to just go copy this, see what happens. Hopefully it's an idea, gets you start thinking of how to not just trade a trend with defined rules, but actually add and compound. I did in this zone. But yeah, look, over 15R banked in this trend in the NASDAQ. If it keeps going higher, I'm probably going to just keep doing it. And as you can tell as well, I exited and entered on, probably like 80% perfect. Yes, I was late on some entries, some I missed, but, the news or what was happening, with Trump or whatever, that didn't stop me from following my plan. So I'm relatively happy with this. Could have traded it better, could have got some better entries, but yeah, hopefully this video gives you just a good idea of how to really trade a trend and compound it, and it's very recent as well because it's just happened. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.